And there we are. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes we can. What just that's a bit of a better focus, I think. You be that as mate. Now, hey David and Bassman and her ladyship and Basswoman. Now today, whilst I think as well, boom, boom, and I will be hopefully finishing the decaling today. Because, well, that's what I want to do. Story ends. Ich habe gesprochen. Now, to that end, good people. Actually, I might just hang on a moment whilst I take care of the obligatory. Goddamn kilogram. How do you figure? And there we are. How you doing, man?
There's four of us.
Pardon?
There's four of us.
What you're seeing. Now, there should be a button to the bottom of your screen, maybe. The one that looks like a mobile thing. Not on yours? Oops. Sorry, guys. I'm just working a few things out here. The reason there'll be four of us is because I'm doing a new thing where... No. Rubbin. I can tell you why it is. What it is I'm trying a new thing where you've got it goes out in both vertical and horizontal, a portrait and landscape. How about no? Still got four of us. Hang on, I think he's working it out. Still got four of us. Yeah, okay. Is it doing your head in?
Well, there's two
Okay.
you and two of me. There's you and me in the left and you and me in the middle.
Yeah, that what's happening there. One of them should be sort of like at a portrait angle, and one should be at a what's it called? Landscape sort of an angle. Is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think they're the same. Just the left two are smaller.
Okay, that sounds right. Because what's happening is I'm going out both sort of like in the camera sort of things that appeal on mobile devices get a better picture.
Okay.
Whilst going out on the other side with the landscape angle, so as people on PCs get a better angle. And what the result is that you're seeing these two there and two there, if you follow me.
Okay. So you
That's
just see
what the video there is. If it's not bothering you too much, I'll probably continue to use it. But if it's doing
no, that's fine. No, it's fine with me. I didn't know what was going on with it.
Oh, that's what's going on with it. Anyway, live and learn. Now, camera comes round. Now, something I discovered yesterday.
Okay. All right. Well, my wife pulled it up and she said it's just two for her.
Okay. Okay, wait, that's on her actual. No, she's not on the. Yeah, okay. Now,
Yeah,
it shouldn't happen that way.
Yeah, she's on her phone.
Go out as one. No, it's not supposed to be two.
Yeah, it's you and me.
Oh, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm with the program. Yes. I'm with the program. Yes, that is how many of us there should be. Now, this is our drop tank I discovered. And I'm just...
See, mine didn't come with a drop tank.
Yours didn't?
Nope.
That's interesting. Now, there we go. This actually will fit very nicely all of its own. or would if I think I've drilled the holes in slightly the wrong spots, have I? Maybe. Either way, it needs to be painted first. Oh, I see the deal. Yeah, right. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. We all know who said that. Oh, but that's rather neatly done. Scope this out. If you look at the vent there, there's actually an allocated space.
Yep.
For the drop tank bracket.
Yep.
All I can say is, that's a bit good. It's a bit clever.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I'm guessing that's how it would actually have been designed in the first place. Now, the problem I'm having is more at the other end, however. It's not fitting the way it ought to, I don't think. Now, because that should fit under there, but it's not quite getting there. I know what I will do in turn. Anyway, first things first, I actually need to hit this with a bit of surfacer, I would suggest. I also need to excuse me a moment. I'm back now. I'm going to bling down for a moment whilst I get the surfacer on. And then I will... I thought for a while that this was the drop tank. What that is one of the drop tanks from the P51D. So yeah, easy mistake to make. But ultimately... Oh, that's what I was going to do as well. I was going to get out... we can maybe do that tomorrow. I was going to get out the and show the car I'm thinking of working on. I've got it down to you've got it down to one of three. Either the Lamborghini,
Okay.
Option 2, the souped up Volvo.
Ooh.
Which is to give it a flash paint job, and I'll be dropping. Now, goes like this. I actually have a spare Mustang engine.
Okay.
And there's a reason for this, as in the car Mustang. Because when I had some stuff out and I accidentally cracked the actual windows. And at the time, I hadn't thought about the merits of 3D printing. And so I went and just got another kit. This was left with a lot of spare parts. One of which is the engine, and that's what I'm going to drop in the Volvo if I do it.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
So it'll have the Mustang engine to make it look really swish.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. Now that's another option I got. My third option is, of course, the Mustang, because I've got another one. So these are all options I am considering.
Well, I think I will be working on the Smokey Andy Bandit Trans Am.
Oh, yeah, nice. I think I told you that whilst this is not a Trans Am, it is a muscle car thing. There's a organisation over here called Classics for a Cause.
Oh, yeah.
What they do is There we go. What they do is they, I'm not sure where they get them from, but they basically raffle off very expensive cars,
Yes.
many of which are, well, classics. And one of their current raffles is they're raffling off 2 Corvettes. One's a 63, one's a recent edition. So I've entered that one.
Okay. Yeah, tickets like $50, right?
Pardon?
The tickets are like what, $50?
Yeah, they're quite reasonably priced. You've got a not unrealistic chance of winning. You've certainly got a better chance of winning than you do at the lotto.
Well,
But yeah,
if you don't play, you can't win.
these are the rules. But yeah, I would not be unhappy for a Corvette, I tell you.
Yeah, they're doing Dodge Challenger around here the same way.
Yeah. Now, what was I going to do next? Quick gander at the decal chart.
And it is a car I would love to have as a Challenger.
If I was going to go a muscle car, I would probably go the classic Mustang myself. Is the deal I would roll. But that's
mine would probably be
amazing.
a 70 Chevelle Super Sport 396.
Yeah, right. The
Chevelles are just a
other
badass.
okay, so there's only going to be 2 decals I'm going to need to do on the bottom. Oh, that's a bit good. And 2 on there, so 4 on the bottom, really. Oh, guys, we are so going to get this done today. I think, anyway. Let me just check a few other bits.
I actually got my other spark plug wires in the mail today to do my other engine with, so
Ah.
I'm sitting on go.
All right. Now, I reckon I'm going to start by finishing the upper wings. That is my plan. Now, come here, you. Still haven't got around to painting this yet.
What pray tell is that?
That is the name tag.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Not that there's any great rush to do that, but you know. Now the first one I'll do, doesn't really matter which one I do first in the bigger reality of it all.
Yeah, I done a car the other day, and it came with a rabbit, a TV, a boom box, which I didn't do all those.
That's funny.
It came with all kinds of stuff.
That's curious.
It is, right?
But hey,
What car was that?
a rabbit.
A rabbit. Yep, a rabbit.
Ah! Oh, hey Dale, how you doing?
I think it was 66 Impala came with all that.
Some of it I can get my noggin around, but I'm still struggling with the rabbit.
Yeah, I couldn't have forgotten the rabbit either.
Now here's a fun fact for you. The actual animal, an impala, can jump higher than the average house. And that's because The average house can't jump.
Ah, damn.
It sounds plausible initially, doesn't it?
You got me. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
The actually at the safari park, there's this mural that one of the vets has done. It's quite spectacular, I got to say. Basically, it shows the animals at Monarto in order of which is the quickest. And some of the ones that are the quickest you would not expect. By which I mean, in some instances, rhinoceros outrun antelope.
What?
Really?
No.
Yes, like
That's impossible.
a white rhino is faster than a black rhino. But they are both faster than now. What was it? Black buck and elands, which are much smaller animals.
You know, a white-tailed deer can jump 10 to 12 feet high and can almost clear a 2-lane road. And
Hey, I'm sorry, just got to greet them. Hey, Runner Bean, how you doing? I'm in Australia. Big difference. But yes, sorry, Bassman, what were you saying?
I was just talking about the white-tailed deer, how they can jump 8 to 12 feet high and can actually jump and clear a 2-lane highway.
Now I'm just going to get some water. Because I'm doing, of course, the tour guide thing, you have to, you learn a bit about the animals. And it's pretty cool. Like the eland, which is the largest antelope, can, just from a straight standing position, jump 2 meters high, which is like 6.5 feet.
Oh, okay.
So that's without any run up or anything, just bang. Which is pretty full on.
Yeah, yeah.
But here's an interesting one for you. Now, the spotted hyena, on a pound for pound basis, has the strongest second. Oh, nice! I'll give you a bit of solo time on that one. Has the there you go. Second strongest bite. That's swish, Bassman. Very nice, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice.
Aha! It's getting there. It's getting there.
And anyway, yeah, the it has the second highest bite force on a pound for pound basis amongst mammals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hyenas are brutal.
Now, here's the question though: which animal do you think, again, pound for pound, has the strongest bite force?
Strongest bite force.
Again, pound for pound, so that gives you a clue. It's a small one.
Like a crocodile or
Well, I was thinking a crocodile or an alligator.
They're not mammals.
Oh, you said mammals.
Mammals.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't hear that part. You said mammals. Huh.
Ready for it? Tasmanian devil.
Oh, yeah.
They're only about, I can't even tell you how small they are. They're pretty bloody small. But on a PSI basis, on that, they're They punch way above their weight. Here we go. Dale's giving us a point here. Here's a fact. Apparently, Dale can jump an inch and then go into cardiac arrest.
Oh, shit.
Nice one.
That was pretty good.
Now, just make sure I get the line correct on this one. Oh, there we go. There's an actual very specific spot this goes to. There's these two little black things here. I was wondering where I line them up. There's actually very specific spots, which makes it a wee bit easier in some ways.
Just a little bit.
In a lot of ways. We digress. And it's right. Oh, where'd you go? Dear me. Oh, there we are. Wait there.
Yeah, I've heard the Tasman Devil was a mean little booger.
Well, any animal when it comes to protecting its own little area can be pretty full on.
Yeah, bobcats around here, they're pretty fucking fierce. They're mean bitches. And possums, oh my God, you corner a possum?
We got possums here, mate.
Yeah.
And
you know, some people have them as pets.
Oh God, why would you do that? Anyway, they've made their way across the Tasman, which is the water that separates Australia from New Zealand, and they're now viewed as a pest over there. But here's to give you an idea as to, so there was a time, no, it was a time when they were viewed as sort of like over in New Zealand as cuddly little critters. Because, oh, look, you know, they hadn't become fully invasive at that point, sort of a thing. And they, there's this, there used to be this cartoon called Foot Rot Flats.
What?
It was based on that was the name, it was a comic strip. And it was based on the experiences of this dog on this sheep station. Anyway, and it's all done from the perspective of the dog, who you only ever know to be called Dog. And anyway, the point is that in one cartoon, Wal, the farmer, sees a possum. And he goes, oh, this is again before they were considered fully invasive. Oh, there's a possum. He's a cute looking little fella. I'll just get him out of the tree. And does the reach up for the come here, little fella. And the possum latches on and reefs him down all the way his arm and hammers him hard. And the dog's watching all this. And as Wal's just left, scratched a buggery. Yeah, the dog's there going, yeah, you didn't think they went through, did you, Wal? And that's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much the deal right there. They will scratch the buggery out of you.
I thought his name was Ralph.
Whose name was Ralph?
Either the sheepdog or the
Ralph was a sheepdog.
Ralph was the sheepdog, right?
The Stockholm Leghorn was.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about from the Warner Brothers cartoons. Yeah, I think you're right. It was the Sam and Ralph.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now Dale was asking me about Tasmanian tiger and the Tasmanian devil. The Tasmanian tiger is now extinct. Its scientific name is the thylacine. It is in no way related to a tiger. I think it was a canine. I think. But of course, it became a problem for the farmers on Tasmania. And back in those days, it was all very good and par for the course that you just shot the shit out of things.
True that.
Indeed, the Tasmania has actually got a very full-on history in a lot of ways. Not only was it the location of one of the more brutal penal colonies that was in Australia, a place called Port Arthur, but there was actually a full-on genocide happened there.
Oh, wow.
Like, there are no longer any. The last full-blood Tasmanian Aboriginal died early 1900s. There are no more. There are people who have descended and have Tasmanian Aboriginal blood, but there are no full-bloods.
Huh.
Yeah. Why? Well, they'll get in the way of the farms, you know. And back then, they weren't even viewed as part of the population. Up until 1972, they were viewed as a species of fauna. And that's dead set serious.
Huh.
Yeah, you don't see that in the brochures, do you?
No. Nope. How about that?
Oh, hey, John, how you doing? Yes, that is correct, Dale. There are indeed conspiracy theories about the thylacine, but you got to say to yourself, why would anybody bother? Let's fake an extinction. Why? The other thing I also find curious about any conspiracy theory, in truth, is they are all dogged by one fundamental flaw. They require a lot of people to keep their mouths shut.
Mm-hmm.
It is my lived experience that people are incapable of this.
This is true.
There's actually a very funky Greek saying that a friend of mine he worked as not as a sworn officer, but he worked for the local police department. And he was being trained up to do, what was it? It was something a bit higher up, and you had to basically do some training. And at the training, they were introduced to a phrase. And it was, the Greeks have the saying, 3 people can keep a secret if 2 are dead. And you got to say, well, yeah. Cold-blooded, but yeah.
So true. Yup.
Just move this around. There we are. So there's those 2 little bits there.
Oh, yeah.
She's all coming together, peeps. Now, next. Oh, hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Okay, next we shall go for 27s, of which there are 4. Now then.
How many decals do you have altogether for that?
Not that many. One thing I would have to say is a bit of a win is that the total number is, excuse me, what's this number 30 go to? let's see. In fact, I can do a bit of a tally now. 8, 12, 14, so say 20, about 30 all up. So that's not too many.
I think I had 15 for my model, for my kit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, about 15.
I'll tell you now, as far as it goes, that I'm finding only having to do that many, a very cruisy little number. Because when I was doing bombers, oh my god, so many decals.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen the layout for some of those, and it's unreal how many they have.
I have reason to believe jets have more. And if so, I take it
I
on.
think it's about tit for tat. I mean, the ones I've seen for the bomber, man, there's just so many and so little.
Oh, mate, it's just what the devil. Now, one thing I'm going to do now on this, I'm actually going to do one here, so that I can cut the bottom off of this line of decals. I just want to make sure I know exactly where it goes. All right, let's do this. The one I want to get into position right now is this one here, that's sort of hanging off the bottom. So I'm just going to square that up and get that in. Into posi, yes I am. Now, well, you can. I'll tell you, here we go. There are two conspiracy theories that I do view as holding credibility. Two. And both are a long time ago. One is the death of Marilyn Monroe.
Yep.
She had become a political liability, and certainly JFK's father had no qualms about lobotomizing his own daughter to make sure his son got office. So, as if he'd have any issues about quietly offing someone. And it's not like he wouldn't have the contacts. It has that been had access to the CIA at that stage, and of course previous mafia contacts. Poof, who would have thought? But then again, she was also a deeply troubled woman. These are facts. So she may have done it herself. But you can present an argument to say, well, maybe not as well. And the other, the elephant in the room, JFK's assassination itself. There are questions you can present. You can present an argument. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In fact, there's quite a bit of evidence that you can go, now what goes on there, people? But most of them, really? Really? Ah, it's coming along nicely, man. Now, we want this. Yeah. I haven't even soaked it. I was going, here we go. Let's soak that, shall we, big boy? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Jumping the gun.
How are your decals coming off? Are you having to soak them long?
Oh, yeah, you'd have to soak it for a little while, obviously. But they're nice. They're smooth. They're easy.
Yeah, I was
I
able
did
to.
have one tear on me, but the nature of the tear and all of the rest of it, it wasn't a problem to just maneuver it into position anyway, you know. And I was actually kind of surprised because being, well, Tamiya,
Yeah, being
generally
a
you can
different
rely
from what
on the
mine was.
gear.
And of course, shelf life also depends on how the decals are going to work as well.
Well, yeah, these are all things. I was given some kits years ago, and when I had a good close look at them, they were pretty old, to say the least. Have I still got setter on there? No, I have not. And the decals, I can almost guarantee you, would not have worked. So what I ended up doing is seeing, you know, what I had, what as far as parts and stuff went. They have been very useful in that regard, if you follow me. But the actual decals made the kits pretty much a no-go area. Goggles.
Normally, when you can just wet the cardboard and set it to the side within a few minutes, it slides right off. That's
Yeah.
that's a pretty good sheet of dipples. Yeah, I know that's a Deckles. I can't help it. It's contagious.
Now, there's a bit, somehow there's a, or for some reason, and it could be from when I applied, either way, there's a small chip here. And this is where the joy of putting the aluminium coat on before comes in, because what's happened is just all it does is reveal the aluminium. I can even show you what I'm on about. Thusly. So yeah, I'm not so bothered about it. I'm not going to correct that, because why would I? It's just weathering. That's what that is.
There you go. That's looking damn good anyway, though.
All the more reason to not get bothered by it.
Shouldn't sweat the small things.
Do what, pardon?
But you shouldn't sweat the small things. I used to. It used to drive me crazy.
No, that is correct. We could do that, Dale. It would take organisation. But yeah. Anyway, the what was my next? Actually, here's a small things for you. Thing for you. My the guy I used to share house with. If his father saw him getting worked up, he'd sidle up to him, he reckon, and say, "Don't sweat the small stuff." Then, after a brief break, he'd say, "And remember, it's all small stuff."
Yep.
You got to say, "Yeah, that's a certain wisdom there straight away."
Yeah, I used to let the smallest things worry the hell out of me.
And it doesn't really help.
My wife says, "Can you fix it? Can you control it?" I was like, "Nope." She said, "Let it go.
Pretty much.
Let it go."
Yeah, that's the big trick. It's when something's out of your control. What you going to do? Call Ghostbusters?
That's it. That is it.
They're only going to help if it's a supernatural being anyway. And they don't do it for charity. They only do it if you're the smoking hot chick who happens to be hovering above your bed.
Mm. Everybody wants one of them, don't they?
Just had my headset drop out. Now over here.
Sigourney
It's
Weaver
actually,
played in Ghostbusters as well.
Pardon?
Sigourney Weaver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was in Ghostbusters as well.
Oh yeah.
Me and my son got into a discussion about her the other day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh,
I told him, I said, well, you know, she don't really never do anything for me. And Devin was like, are you crazy? She's hot.
Oh, dude. The things I would do, but I've said too much already.
And that one episode when she was on, was it Predators? Alien versus AVP? Which one was it?
Actually, one thing I would say,
she was in her underwear, and
I believe the years have taken their toll, which they do to all of us.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely.
But back in the day, oh good Lord, come to Papa, I say.
Well, different strokes, different folks.
Well, this is true.
Yeah, for my son, the 17-year-old son, to sit there and say, "Man, she's hot." I'm like, well.
Hey Jeff, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean that is true. Like, I think once I'd seen her in Alien.
Yeah, that's one it was in. Yeah, what she had on her,
looking particularly angry and sweaty, and not wearing a whole lot, and I think right about then all I was going was, ooh. I think I'd have been a teenager at the time, and it took precious little for me to go. Oh.
Well, I must say she's aged very nicely. She's actually in the new Mandalorian Grogu movie coming out next year.
Just been building buildings for his layout.
Oh, cool. He posted a video the other day and wanted some feedback on how to fix some
online at the moment.
Do what now?
So I'm going to put this one. Go there. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to need to thin this out a little. Whoops, a daisy. Now let's get the goggles on. And almost first shot. There we are. 1. Yep. Next.
Breathe.
Yeah. Ah, the reason I'm okay with doing small stuff, Jeff, is because that's what I've always worked with. Sort of just get used to it. Now, come here, you. There we go. And soak. And soak. Now, yeah, I'm starting to like the way it's looking. Well, I didn't dislike the way it looked before, if you follow me, but it's more the way it's starting to come together with all its little bits.
Yep. Yeah, that's looking really good.
And moving. Decal setter. Cogs down. All right. Yeah.
It's actually supposed to freeze here tonight. It's supposed to get down to 27 degrees.
Oh, so yeah, that's beneath 0 Celsius.
Yep.
Our freezing point is what you would call 32.
Oh yeah, ours is 32 as well, but it's supposed to get below freezing tonight down to 27. What
Yeah,
you're saying?
that's it. That's what I'm saying. To us, because we do ours in Celsius.
Oh, Celsius. Okay, okay.
So yeah, freezing point being 0 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that being 32, you're indeed into sub-zero turf, good sir. There we go. That's that wing done. On those ones, next we come across to this wing. Most horrifying sub-zero temperature I ever heard of. As far as this sort of thing goes, was apparently the winter that the German army got frozen outside of Moscow. Temperatures got to minus 49.
Wow.
That's in Celsius, so God knows what that is in Fahrenheit. And that's a whole lot of fuck off right there. Unsurprisingly, they suffered massive casualties. Who would have thought?
I wonder why. She's gonna look it up. She's gonna look it up and see what it is. Fahrenheit.
It's something pretty horrible.
I know it's pretty fucking cold.
Um,
You went the wrong direction. 49 degrees Celsius.
Did you say 49 degrees Celsius?
minus 49.
Minus 49. I think she heard me right.
It's negative 52 degrees.
Negative 52 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
That would freeze your balls to the pavement.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Russian winters are not known for their kindness. Hang on. Um, what? Jeff's assessing his. Oh, there's a whole stack of chat I've missed. Jeff and Dale are discussing the nuances of movies. And the one thing I can concur with, guys, is that these days with movie franchises, it's actually a personal source of irritation to me. I remember the days when a movie was like a one-off thing, and if there happened to be a sequel, that was a big event.
This is true.
These days, it's franchise.
Yep.
They know it'll sell, so they do that. But where's the originality? Where's the creativity?
That is true.
These days, they're looking more. Can we get little action figures for that?
Yes.
You said action figures.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, that
Yep.
case in point in really, isn't it? Let's face it, Star Wars is the optimal example of how this operates. They set the template, and everybody else has gone, that's how you do it, is it?
Well, for us toy collectors, like this new Predator Badlands movie that just came out,
There you go.
they've
That's a big thing.
yeah, they're going to start putting the figures out for it, and we can't wait to get them.
That's it. I mean, that's but yeah. These days when they put out a movie, they'll just flog it to death.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. All right. Thank you.
But
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I look forward to. Me and my son is
no, that's. I mean, it's quite valid to collect them. But my
these
thing
new
is
movies.
more. I mean, I remember Star Wars had action figures after the first movie came out.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a thing that, okay, we've got this one that, I mean, I dare say George Lucas did have 3 movies planned from the outset. So you can sort of go, yeah, well, that's how it is.
Yep.
It's a whole tale he had set up, and good on him. But to make a movie and then go, right, well, this is clearly sold well enough that we're doing the following, and make sure that you have those options and all the rest, sort of, to me, kills a lot of the creativity that was in the industry.
Yeah, that man was ahead of his time, that's for sure.
Oh, I knew what he was doing. That's undeniable.
Him and Spielberg and
He was another one.
Gene Roddenberry, all of them were ahead of their time.
Yep.
Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, another one. Where did? Oh, that's why I can't see the bloody thing. And where is it? Can't see it. It's because it's not still on the bloody cardboard, you idiot. Let's see if I can straighten that up a little. Oh, pinpoint angle though. Nice one, big boy. Almost anyway. Yeah, I was saying before, it's actually Remembrance Day here today because it's the 11th.
Oh.
Now, I don't think I'm going to be going at 11 o'clock my time. Yeah, I was aware that's what you were discussing, Dale. That's sort of why I mentioned it. But, yeah, I mean, curiously, you actually, if you want to do self-publishing with books, which is something I'm pursuing, which is why I'm writing a trilogy, you actually have to have 3 or 4 books up anyway, and that's why a trilogy works well. Now, in my defense, putting out 3 books as a sequence is a big thing to do. It's a lot of, I think I'm up to 89,000 in my current one. Words, that is. And as I'm only about,
Oh yes. What are you
yeah,
talking?
it's a
That's
lot.
our. If she hadn't, I just sent her the email today of your
Ah,
books, so she probably wants to read them tonight while she's laying in bed. Those
yeah,
chapters.
no, it's all good.
Yeah, I bet
Now,
it is tomorrow.
are we moving? Not yet. Now, after I've gotten, I think this is the last ones for these wings. It is. Giggity. Now, what I'm going to do at that point is I have to do the wheel covers. So I'll do them. Then there's a couple that need to go on the tail fins. So I'll do them. And yeah.
You done?
Now, what's our current? Yeah, we're looking pretty good to get all of these done today, I reckon. And there will be much rejoicing. Particularly as tomorrow, in fact, today, I can go to a nearby shop where there should be a pencil that I've ordered arrived. I'm going to use that for weathering. And the reason I've chosen this particular type of pencil is because I saw a guy use it on Instagram. And the effect is very, very good. So I'm going to give it a whirl.
Well, I have found out that nail salon paintbrushes are really good for fine detail work on models. I've actually going to order some through
Now,
Amazon.
it's funny you should mention that. Um, the I was at my hobby shop of choice the other day, and the guy was actually discussing with me how he's thinking of selling little makeup sponges
Yeah. I remember you talking about that.
for $1. Yeah, and that's pretty much exactly what you're talking about, really, isn't it?
Well, these are little fine point brushes. They're like 5 millimeter, 7 millimeter, 10, 11 millimeter. And it's what these women use to paint designs on women's fingernails.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, let's face it, they would have to get pretty. Now, I'm just going to pop this over here while we get these. They would be very. What's the
Have
word
to
I'm
have
looking
the
for?
fine point on it.
Hmm.
And you can get 7 of them for like $3.
Yeah, right. That's
I believe I'm going to invest in some of them.
Here's the 2 decals I'm looking for. These are the decals I'm looking for.
These are not the
Now,
ones I'm looking for.
these go on to these. Uh, Now, slice there. All right. Now, after this, oh, coolness. They're doing real well.
What all you got planned for today?
Well, I do want to go to that shop, like I said, pick up the pencils. Only around the corner. I'll probably walk there.
Oh, it's in walking
Now,
distance.
yeah. It's great. Now, I do want to. There's what I've got a bit of a day planned. Now, I'm hoping that I've got enough shallots that I don't need to buy any for doing a stir fry tonight. Now, to that end, I'm on the assumption that that is the case. That means I'm pretty much able to stay home based as I wish. That being so, I want to finish that short book I was writing for my life coaching page. It's taking a bit longer than I'd hoped, but it's coming together quite well. Anyway, but along the way I want to do various bits of exercise, some bass practice. By exercise, I'm looking mostly at forms and a bit of a walk. Yeah. Oh, and some baking, I reckon. Actually, that means I am going to have to go out. So, yeah, we'll have to go out for a little while. Oh, my, the pain of it all.
Yeah, we had to run to the grocery store today, and I never like going to Walmart. People there, they're just the cashiers are so slow.
I have heard, and you may or may not be able to confirm, that there are some people at Walmart who are a class of their own, shall we say.
Oh, they are. They walk around with these damn coats on saying, here to help. And you ask them for something, it looks like you piss them off when you ask them.
I believe the term is Walmartians.
That's pretty good. But they don't get in a hurry for nothing, man. I mean, and I heard that they were going to start shutting down the self checkouts, and that's going to really suck if they do that. But I enjoy the self checkout.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
I might just weird that up a little more. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go. Boom. All right. Also wanted to. Had a very happy discovery yesterday in my garden. I'd started some carrot seeds off, and they didn't seem to be taking. I sort of figured, well, I'll just buy some seedlings and da-da-da. Anyway, but I was wrong. The sprouts finally came up yesterday.
Oh, wow.
So happy with that.
That's cool.
That means that I'll have all of potatoes, onions, 2 types of sweet potato, and carrots growing in my backyard in sacks.
Wow.
I've got a whole stack of different types of chili. I've got habanero, ghost.
We like habaneros.
Thai chili I got. I've got, what was the other one I've got?
You ever had
chili, habanero, Thai. I've got jalapeno peppers, and indeed proper paprika, like the actual pepper that's paprika.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm pretty happy about that.
I put that on my tater salad.
Paprika's great.
Yeah, I like it.
I've done that fail to soak thing again. Dear oh dear, brain of a duck at times.
My wife don't care for it much, but I like it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm a fan, in as much as I actually really like Hungarian goulash.
Oh yeah, I love goulash now. So
And
it might be on
let's face
Hungarian
it,
goulash.
paprika is your friend when it comes to goulash. And actually, there's something I haven't made for a while. Oh, tempt me not, Satan.
Yeah.
Um,
My mother made the best goulash. I wish I had her
Oh.
recipe.
It's really good hearty stuff.
Oh, it is. You know, growing up, there was three of us and mom and dad. So, you know, she made like goulash, spaghetti. She made, you know,
Oh,
big
see,
meals.
Lindsay's got, yeah, sorry, Lindsay's gone. Catch you later, Lindsay.
See you, buddy.
Um, yeah, all those foods are great. The one thing I've noticed is that a lot of national sort of dishes are, in fact, good hearty foods that would have been made by the peasants for a good day's work, sort of a thing. And they're great.
Yes, sir.
Like, here's one to think about. You've heard of Yorkshire pudding?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That was originally put with the roast beef to fill the kids' stomachs up. It wasn't this exotic thing. It was a thing that if you're a
Yorkshire
working class
pudding
family
and
in Yorkshire, and you want to make the meat go as far as possible, you'd fill the kid's stomach up with the Yorkshire pudding. And they'd get the roast beef with it. So yeah,
Wow.
that's the reason that Yorkshire
Yeah,
pudding exists.
well, that makes sense.
It's just that because it's pretty yummy, if you do it properly, especially. The bigger trick is you to put the roast just pretty much straight onto the oven rails, and you put your batter underneath, and the fat drips into the tray or into the pudding, adding flavour. It's kick-ass. Okay, that's them done. Zip. There we go.
Oh, wow. Look at there.
Nice and easy.
Nice job.
Next, we go for the tail fins, I say. Now, make sure we get them the right way around, or we're going to get grumpy.
You ever had stuffed jalapeno peppers?
Stuffed jalapeno peppers. Now, there's an interesting notion.
And those big green habanero pepper stuff, they're really good as well.
I'm really looking forward to being one of the things I am looking forward to, because I've got a whole stack of other herbs and spices growing. I'm going to be growing turmeric. I've got that sort of like starting to do its thing. Ginger,
I love
garlic. I've got spring onions, sage, tarragon, marjoram, oregano. Basically, the thing I'm looking forward to doing is being able to just, and they're not taking well enough yet, but I'm cooking with this, am I? And going out and just getting that straight off the plants rather and having it absolutely fresh, sort of a style.
Oh yeah, that's great, man. That's good eating.
So,
And especially garlic. I've gotten where I love me some garlic. I put garlic on everything.
oh yeah, garlic, and it's really good for you too.
Oh, absolutely.
I have a thing called Dr. Rob's Cold Remedy, which, as you can gather, is straight out savage. And what it is
Garlic.
you get a piece of cheese with raw garlic, raw
Yep.
chili, and raw onion. That's basically what tops it, and you just chug that down. That will clear your sinuses and clear you out for some little while.
Yeah, if you eat a little garlic clove every day, every morning, it's really good for you.
Yeah, right. Probably wouldn't do your breath any favors.
Oh, no, no, no.
Although you'd probably be able to get it in pill form these days.
Yeah, you can. And my understanding is with garlic that once you take a fresh garlic clove and you mince it up, if you don't use it right away, it kind of loses its.
It would.
Yeah. If you let
Purely because
it loses that stuff that's actually supposed to be good for you.
well, it's like anything. Once it's cut, its nutritional factor goes down a shitload. It's a weird thing, but it's true. Which is why when you get tins of fruit, yeah, it's not unhealthy, but it's not as healthy as the original uncut and just mung into sort of style. Unprocessed is better. Not always possible, of course.
Absolutely.
Now, the other side of that, as I said, is it's not always possible.
I buy the jar. Well, my wife, she buys the garlic cloves and she cuts them up, but I buy the jarred garlic. I just buy it for I like the way it tastes.
Local fruit and veg shop, they've got really good produce, I got to say, and that's a fantastic thing in my eyes. But they've got the garlic so fresh that you can actually, the stem is still attached. So you've got your bulb there, and you can still see the stem.
Oh, that's cool.
It is, and it's like green and healthy. You could actually, what I've actually done is taken one of those stems and prepped it up, and that's what I'm going to be growing my garlic from, because it's still that healthy that I can do that easily.
Yeah, we talked about next year planting a little different garden because our Walmart's produce department was like a bunch of drunk monkeys got together and planted a produce field. Sad, man. Wielded.
No, but it's true though. I get what you're saying.
God,
it shouldn't be that hard.
It's terrible. I mean, most of the time it's absolutely terrible. Now, there's a farmer's market in Raleigh that you can get really nice fresh produce from, but that's too damn far to go to get fresh produce for us.
Rubbing.
They'll build a damn Walmart and Target on every corner, but they won't put no damn good produce departments around here.
Yeah, well, that is the thing, isn't it? Here in Adelaide, we're pretty lucky. The produce is pretty good. And being as we're in Australia, the meat's pretty good.
Or our meat depends on where you buy it from.
Yeah.
Like most places. I mean, we have a Nahunta Pork Center. Their meat's really good, but most of it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cattle farms up north and in the west. I mean, you got farms like that as well in the US. This I know. And that's always going to help the produce that you got access to as far as meat goes. Oops, a daisy. Get off of there. Okay, he wants to play the I'm going to go on your brush game. Cunties. We'll work this out. We will work it out. Certainly, I will. There we go, just here.
Well, when I was 16 to 18, 19, I used to help my uncle farm, and every summer we'd slaughter a pig, and we'd trim pigs, harvest cows. We done everything.
I have toyed with the idea of, I mean, this is a thing that requires organisation and coordination of people. This is the problem. But yeah, basically, being a city slicker, organising half a cow is not quite so easy. But if you organise a group of people to do it, you can save a shitload of money doing that.
Absolutely.
Have you ever seen the movie City Slickers?
My wife asked, "Had you ever seen the movie City Slickers?"
When I was young and doing a truckload of weights, what I used to do, and back then things were really actually even cheaper than, well, actually pretty affordable to me at the time, was I used to go to the local butchers and get a whole porterhouse, and they'd cut it up for me into steaks, and that would last me a fortnight. And that worked for me because what I'd do, I mean, I used to have a steak and eggs for breakfast to go with my porridge. And for dinner, I'd just chop the steak off if I wanted, or I'd have it whole, or whatever. But yeah, I just buy a whole porterhouse. It necessitated an initial outlay, but it was a pretty effective way of doing it.
Yep.
Now we'll get one of these, the decal onto here, and that'll be the tail fins done. And then we've got 2 decals on the undercarriage. Actually, I might do the undercarriage last. We'll do the side. Anything else that needs to go on the fuselage, we will do now. After I've gotten this one done. And then we'll do the undercarriage. And then that will be decaling done. Winning.
Winning.
Actually, I have a cunning plan. Yes, I do. Actually, it's not that cunning. But what I'm going to do, well, you'll see in due course. Not yet.
Well, back in the late 90s, I used to actually cut meat for a grocery store chain called IGA. And back in them days, you actually got like a cow quarter, and you had to cut the roast out of it, all the steaks out of it.
Yeah, right. There's quite a bit of technique involved.
Oh, there was, yeah. I enjoyed that.
It would have been interesting.
Oh, it was. We used to sell chicken feet, hog jowls. We'd have.
I can believe that.
Something like a horror movie. We'd have a half a hog's head in there laying in the meat case.
Okay. Now, I've eaten chicken's feet. You need to have nimble teeth. That much I'll tell you.
The old ladies that used to
Pigtail,
run
I
it.
can see it'd be no different to beef cheek. Just
Oh, yeah,
as far as the way you'd cook it, just slightly different. There's our tail fins done. We're boogieing along, kids.
Yay.
And I've eaten pretty much, I think I've told you, I've eaten every internal organ you can eat.
I can't do so.
Purely, I did that because when I got my mum's recipe books, now give me a moment here. We've got a decal that goes on the canopy, no less.
Now, liver is absolutely disgusting to me. Now, I like
now, there's a trick to the liver I've discovered.
Yeah, the trick's on the trash can.
Now what it is, because I used to hate liver. Don't get me wrong, I could do liver pate, I could do that sort of thing. But liver itself, no. And then when I got my mum's recipe books after she died, I thought, you know, it can't be this bad. There's got to be a way to make it palatable. And so I looked through the books, and there was this recipe. And okay, first he started off with what I guess could be called a fairly obvious option, which is soaking the liver in milk to take some of the strength of the flavor out. And once you've done that, you cook some, and they have to be, and this is very important, pickling sized onions and baby carrots, and you saute them, and then you bring the liver in and you cook them in it. And what it is that the sweetness of the carrots, because carrots have got a lot of sugar in them, and so do onions, and you make sure you release all the sweet flavors of them. And then with the liver, it's actually quite nice. It counters any strong flavors in the liver. That said, most people seem to think, or a lot of people seem to think this liver and onions caper, like lamb's fry, is palatable. I have bad news for them.
Now, fried chicken liver and an onion is really good.
Yeah, it's a thing of a lot of it, I'm sure, is just preparation. All right, so we'll go to the 29s now.
We were all in the grocery store last weekend, and we were by the meat department, and there was a cup of little like pure mud. And I said, "What the hell is that?" She said, "It's liver." I thought, "Who the hell in their right mind?" That was just nasty.
I'll tell you what's really
Now,
yummy.
chicken liver, you know, is in chunks, and you can batter it and fry it. But the liver,
Yep.
I see from.
I'll tell you what's an internal organ I'm a fan of. Tripe.
Oh yeah.
Treated correctly, boom.
We used to sell that at IGA as well. I don't think. Can you still find that in grocery stores today?
You have to get it from butchers.
Yeah,
Not every butcher has it these days.
In your regular groceries anymore.
You might have to order sort of a style.
Yeah, we carried chitlins, tripe, everything back in the day. And all chitlins was intestines boiled up and put into a block with seasoning.
Right.
That's all that was.
There's something I wouldn't mind cooking that requires a whole calf's head. And the idea is by cooking the whole head, you get all the meat off of it, but you also create a very strong stock. So you simmer it for many hours, and that's what you do. It's got, obviously, it's not just a head that you cook. There's a whole stack of vegetables and things.
Right.
But yeah, Blandenberger Totchen, which, if you're wondering, yes, it is German. The trick I've discovered is going to be I'm probably going to settle for a pig's head. You can get them fairly easily, I believe. As to why you can't get other types of heads, I don't know. Actually, I can understand why you wouldn't get a calf's head these days.
I'm sure in some countries you can get a human head if you want.
I would suggest you're probably correct there.
There's actually been some restaurants shut down for selling human meat.
Well, here's an interesting one for you. Here we go. Back in the day, when the Pacific Islanders used to go raiding on each other's villages, if you were the victor, it's considered quite the done thing to eat your opponent, or eat your defeated, vanquished opponents.
Yeah, I can see that.
And the reason for this was because the belief was that you would then absorb their mana.
Yep.
And yeah, so
Yep.
granted, it's not exactly a restaurant, but at the end of the day, it was their thing to do. It was considered quite par for the course. Yeah, I can move that to that angle. Let's get a better shot at this.
And another thing I can't eat and never been able to eat is pork brains.
What is it?
Pork brains, pig brains.
I'm good with brains.
My stepdad used to put it in his eggs.
Oh, come here. There we are. Just there. Off you come. And
Yeah. And he actually got our stepdaughter with my wife's daughter to eat brains and eggs when she was young.
I got my nephew to eat tripe and it wasn't a trick. I'd taken him out to Yum Cha, Chinese breakfast. And I said to him, look, mate, I'm going to order something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I want you to try it, and then I'll tell you. You good with that? And I went that way because I knew he was very open-minded on pretty much all these sorts of things. And yeah, no worries. So I've ordered the tripe, which is done in this really nice marinade, by the way. He's munged it down. And I said, okay, what do you think? Oh, yeah, pretty tasty. What is it? Lining of a cow's stomach. And he was okay with that because, well, he couldn't deny he liked it. And that's, I remember because I also cooked up rambles one night. I'm one of the few heterosexual men who can happily say they've taken balls in their mouth.
Oh, I've got to kick it on.
That's like on the TV show.
And look, they are actually quite delicious. But on the night I cooked them, I was David's mentioned that his nan used to boil pig's head. Anyway, on the night that I cooked them, because my housemate was okay with it, he'd got his noggin around it. He was good. But we had visitors coming over, and I was going to say, oh, look, you reckon I should just say, mung these down and then tell them afterwards? He said, no, I think they'd want to know in advance, which proved to be the case. One was going, oh, no, I don't reckon I can do that. Don't want to do that. And the other guy eventually gave in to, so not gave in, but said, I'm feeling brave. I'm going to do it. And he did. And he had to concede that, well, it was actually pretty tasty. And they are. They taste a bit like, do you know what scallops are like?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love scallops.
Yeah, they're like scallops.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the reason for that,
Oh, now scallops have to be cooked.
the reason for that is because what you do with them, there is a bit of a process, which is to say, you have to first get a couple of membranes off, and then you slice them and into obviously slices, crumb them and fry them. And that's partly the reason why I reckon the term Rocky Mountain oysters comes in.
Yep.
So yeah.
I'd actually forgotten the term for them until you just said that.
But yeah, like scallops. Now, when I was preparing them, and I assumed that they would be, because when you think of sheep, you think of them being smaller than humans. And so I assumed the knackers would be too. They're not.
Yeah, my wife was in 4-H when she was in school, and she knows all about them sheep. She's up here saying,
bottom line, rams have got big balls. Like I'm talking about a handful of them.
Yeah.
Now, here's where it gets funny. As when I was a bouncer, as you'd be unsurprised to learn, there were those whose transgressions were such, most notably the guy who dropped his woman in the middle of Hindley Street, that I found myself with a handful of male genitals which I was squeezing and grinding quite hard to cause them to yelp.
Oh, yeah. I don't fight fair.
Knowing this, with this in mind, as I was holding the sheep's ball in my hand, and they're squishy, man.
Oh, my God.
All I'm thinking is, oh, dear, he would have been in discomfort.
Oh, damn it, man.
But yeah, it was quite. I reckon, all jokes aside, had I put the effort in, I chose not to. I reckon I could actually cause one of them to explode. Messy, graphic, potential fun.
Could you imagine?
Oh, that's why I thought the thing that actually stopped me was I had in the back of my mind was, and that's going to be absolutely messy as fuck. Nah, we're not doing that.
Damn.
Conceptually, funny as all hell.
It hurts bad enough sliding out of your driver's seat of your car and dragging them underneath your leg.
Yeah. This one goes there. Oh, I see. Now, let's go on it or under it. On it. Ah, diddly.
Yeah.
Now, after these two, ooh, this is all a bit exciting.
Everything is beautiful.
Oh, it is. There's a. I heard that very song just earlier, yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I had a Simpsons compilation on, just on YouTube, and they were showing the part of the episode where they get a pool, and whilst everybody's sweltering, there's this guy busking. That's why he just no, that's what it was. It was when Homer was driving out of New York. He's just absolutely furious in every potential capacity, and as he hits the radio, he gets everything is beautiful in its own way. As he hears this, he just starts kicking the shit out of the radio. He doesn't want to hear this nonsense.
Girl.
Now, I've got a slight challenge here. These smaller ones are showing a frustrating tendency to come off with my brush. And there we go. Down you go to where you're meant to be. Round. Up. Down. Wrong way around. Here we are. Maybe just shade further. How are we looking? Good. Other side. Oh, kids. We're down to 8 more decals after this next one. This is exciting stuff, I tell you. Now.
Like I'm at the point where I need to let stuff dry now.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's getting there.
Now. And soak. Now, next. What I was going to do very quickly was, where's our drop tank gone? It's around here somewhere. That will actually require, if I do it, if I want to be particular, what am I saying? You'll know who I'm talking about, me. Which means I'm going to want to do 2 different shades of white, believe it or not. One is the white that we have on the undercarriage here, but the tank itself is meant to be insignia white, which is a slightly different one. And which I do have, happily.
Don't you hate it when the instructions tell you to do one thing and it's wrong?
Ha ha! That hoary old chestnut.
Man, I'll tell you what. It said to apply the front bumper, and then when you put the chassis in that's got the radiator housing with the battery, it slides into place. No, but it does not.
Yeah. Yes, never helps the cause.
Damn it, man.
All right, let's get this next bit on. And that's just bit of
Damn.
and we go. Just one shot. Go you, Robster. Let's have a closer look at this. Make sure. Little higher. Just a nudge. Boom. All right. Next, what I wanted to do was somewhere in here we have flat white. Come here, you. And this will go just on this area here.
Lord have mercy.
The insignia white will be the drop tank. All right. It's all coming together. Oops.
All right.
So you're just waiting for stuff to dry now?
Yeah, I got the chassis put into the body now, and my instruction failure isn't noticeable.
That's not helpful.
Yeah.
Now, next.
One little
we will
small
go.
thing stuck up, but I think I can touch that up with some blue paint. Damn it, man.
32 is a bit freaky. Scope this one out. There's one that actually goes on the canopy, but part of it needs to be on the clear part of the canopy. Which is a bit, yeah. Well, it is what it is. So let's do that, shall we? And that's that angle, I believe. Oh, there's an interesting little fact for you. Well, I actually need to do a bit of tidying up on the canopy at the front here, but also at the back, because apparently there's not like a little bar there, that's actually filled in. So what I'm going to do, I'll do that. It's not going to interfere with me getting the decal on, because it just won't. Ouch. Oh, so much cool. Now, this should be a fairly easy op.
Shot who?
Alrighty, I'll give you a bit of solo time in a minute to show off your what you're doing. Now, what I need to do here, pretty easy bit initially, is just there. Boom, nice and easy. And while I'm here, wow, I did that without goggles. There's faith in yourself. Here's a story for you involving my shitful eyesight. When I was running one of the tours, I thought I saw an ostrich. Made mention of it. The driver's there. You need your eyesight checked. That ain't no ostrich. It was a wooden stump.
Oh my God.
And I thought it was a female ostrich because they're a different color. They're brown rather than black. And yeah, no. Okay, give us a moment, Bassman. And okay, show us where you're at with what you're doing.
All right. Well, I finished my.
Oh, that's
That
pretty.
Yeah, I touched up all the green on it. Top and bottom.
I am noticing YouTube's being a bit strange, Jeff. Yes. It's changed
Yeah.
its algorithm, so yeah.
And then my 62 convertible Impala.
Oh, that's sexy.
Got the engine in it and got the wheels on it. And got the
Nice.
bumper put on it. Two-toned interior.
Very pretty.
The sun visors left to paint. There's the underneath of it.
Nice.
That's been me today.
Alrighty. Now, I'm also noticing that it's almost 10 o'clock here, so I should probably get stuck into doing things vis-a-vis my business.
Oh, wow.
I've only got a handful of decals to do, but I'll probably knock them off. I'll knock them off tomorrow. But tomorrow, we can also get on wheel assembly. We can get on putting a whole stack of stuff together because that amount of decaling is not going to interfere.
Okay.
This I am confident of. So we'll do the last touches tomorrow, last decaling, and the idea will be on Thursday. No. Today's Tuesday. Thursday, It'll be weathering day. It'll be done. Finished.
Okay.
And where I'm at is with, zoom out a bit, Yeah, so we're at this sort of a stage at the moment with it. Looking pretty nice.
Oh yeah, man. That's looking really good, Rob.
Thank you. So yeah,
When you get the propeller put on it, that's going to really tie it in.
well, as a matter of fact, what I can even do right now, lead new, is, all being well, that is, boom.
Oh yeah, look at there. That's it.
So
Yep.
yeah, and that will be completed on Thursday, I have no doubt.
That's something to be proud of right there.
Thank you. All righty, we'll wind things up there. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. We certainly appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
First time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe.
And the thumbs up.
Other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe.
Subscribe.
All righty, our pleasure, David. And we will be back tomorrow at the same kit time, same kit channel. I'll catch you good people then. See yous.